Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. I am Muhammad Amirul Fikri bin Muhammad Isham, and my group consists of four people, which is Muhammad Afiq Daniel bin Amran, Abdul Qayyum bin Abdul Wahab, Muhammad Nazmi bin Nazir, and Muhammad Amirul Fikri bin Muhammad Isham. Today our group will present assignment 1, which is the title is ignition coil faulty. The first one is determine the fault component. What we can study is the cause of damage to this vehicle is coil plug socket was loose and unplugged. If the coil plug socket is loose or unplugged, symptoms may include engine jerking, impaired engine performance, problem with charging or ignition, or other abnormal electrical symptoms. Indirectly, the engine light on the dashboard meter will light up.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Qayyum bin Abdul Wahab. I will explain about the basic and function of the components. For basic component, first one, connector housing, second, terminal pins, third, sealing gasket or O-ring, fourth, retaining clip or lock, and last one, wire harness. For the function, the coil plug socket plays a critical role in maintaining a reliable and efficient electrical connection between the ignition coil and the spark plug, ensuring proper ignition and combustion in the engine. Okay, next, demonstrate the good working condition of the component. For procedure 1, firstly, by using the OBD scan tool, we check the error code on the vehicle to identify the vehicle problem. Procedure 2, after that, the scan tool shows that the ignition coil a primary or secondary circuit was a problem. Then we plug in the coil plug socket and the problem is solved. Procedure 3, erase the code using the OBD scan tool to read the full code, and the result was no fault code. Last one, procedure 4, the engine light on the dashboard meter turn off.
Assalamualaikum. My name Muhammad Fidina bin Amran. I will present the example of coil plug socket. Okay, this is coil plug socket. Demonstrate the good working condition of the components. First, the engine was jerking and idles poorly. The engine light was turned on, and we must use the OBD scan tool to check the error code on the vehicle to identify the vehicle problem. Next, we plug in the scan tool to identify the problem. After that, the scan tool shows that the ignition coil A primary secondary circuit was a problem, and we identify that the ignition socket is loose and unplugged.
Okay, I'm Muhammad Nazmi bin Nazir. So next I will explain the next step. So next is plug in the socket again to make sure there are no problem. And then after plug in the socket, we erase the code using the OBD scan tool to read the fault code, and the result in the scan tool was no fault code. Okay. So for the conclusion that we found in solving this car problem was the coil plug socket. The correct installation of the socket on the ignition coil and spark plug include using the appropriate retaining clip is very important to ensure that there are no minor or major problems with the vehicle. Finally, performing a retest after the repair and observing engine performance and ignition accuracy will help ensure that the coil plug socket are working properly. Okay, don't forget to visit our YouTube video at YouTube. Okay, thank you.